Alright, so here we are. It is the day after the boat has been shipped here. I'll just give you a tour around Maverick's new home. Here she is, of course. I got it covered up with a 20x40 super heavy duty tarp. We're going to do a boat shed here at some point, but right now, the task for this morning, so it's around like 9:30, somewhere in there. So I'm just going to give you a tour of the boatyard area. I'm going to bring you downstairs and show you where all the secondary spars are. Here are the secondary spars. So what we have here, gaff on the bottom, and gaff boom on the bottom for the mainsail. We've got the main boom, mizzen boom, and jib boom. So those are down here in the basement. Of note here, I have another spar, which is also, I believe, Sitka spruce or fir or something like that. This spar was from a sailboat that my grandfather owned back in the 1920s. It's the last remaining piece of the boat, and this will be my main spar for when I build Maverick's dinghy. The main and the mizzen are underneath these tarps, so I'm not going to be able to fit those downstairs. Our ballast, batteries, and anchor chains are under this tarp on those pallets you saw me build in the previous episode, or in a previous episode. Alright, so the eagle-eyed among you might be able to spot what is wrong with this picture here. So I'm going to lift up the tarp here. Here's the hull of the boat. So we have this bow support, which is a V-bracket brace, but it's not at an angle good enough to actually support the stem. Not that it's entirely necessary, but I want it here just because we have some issues here, and also you can see there, that's all rotted out. So I do want to support the stem, which is why I brought this. I wasn't going to bring this one, but I brought it anyway just to be safe. Alright, so right now, see right here, might not be able to see it. Shutting the viewfinder off. You can see the pencil lines. I marked out where the stands originally sat. So you can see the issue here, right? We have these little midsection stands here. And then we have this one here, which should be braced up against here. Hi, anchor. As you can see right here, that one there should be here. So right now, and I've also marked off where these shorter ones originally were. So I'm working on getting that one in place, and then we're going to go and get this one and the corresponding one on the other side in place. So, oh, by the way, people, this is one of those Acaso cameras. It's kind of good enough, but if I had to do it again, I would have just gotten a GoPro, because this thing is fiddly and just not the best. If you want to do video, go with the GoPro. Alright, so we got the chain here. It's a little bit loose, so I'm going to loosen this stand. And I'm going to pull this taut against that chain. So from what I understand, these don't have to be incredibly tight. They just have to brace the hull, because all the weight is held on the keel blocks. Right, so let's go ahead and get this one situated here. Tight. Nice and tight. Chain's nice and tight. Let's check on these guys we just did. Ooh. That ain't good. I mean, for now, we'll leave it. I think I do have some chain downstairs. So these chains are pretty much okay. That's good. Tight. Alright, so now this set. One of the pads will go here. That one's going to go over here. Alright, tell you what. I'm going to move those, and then we'll move these last set of stands, and then we'll deal with that chain. Alright, guys. So, still the morning of the 7th, and I have completely reconfigured all the stands. Down to the hardware store. Got a brand new chain for these ones. As soon as I get back with that new chain, I noticed that this is looking a little bit, yeah, that's shot. So at some point I'm going to have to go get a new chain for this side, this set too, but it's alright. Still much more stable than it was, and evenly spaced along the hull. Alright, it's like 3:30, November 7th, 23, and we're losing light quick. So, right now, this is my tool. Reefing hook. Homemade. We're going to reef the bottom garboard seam. So as you can see, we have water pissing out of there. I want to get the bilge dry. This kind of sucks because obviously I don't have a boat shed yet, which is forthcoming. So when you're reefing seams, just caulking. Nice. Show you guys that. So I see I pulled that whole thing off. Big ass iron bolt right there going up. Alright, let's reef. See this stuff here? This is just, it almost feels like silicone. It's like a rubbery seam pipe. Alright, so this area, see how much leakage there is on the tarp here. Like a lead plate on here. And a lot of leakage right there. I had initially thought this stuff was lead. Okay, this is copper. It's copper, like a layer of silicone. There we go, now she's coming. Yeah, so this is the garboard, needed to be replaced years ago, and somebody was either too cheap or too broke or just didn't want to do it. So they siliconed and nailed on a big sheet of copper in the hopes that it would work to seal a dead plank. I'm not a pro, but pro tip, don't work. As we can see. Yes, look at all this bilge water dripping out of this thing. This thing. Yeah, I will say that might do it to drain the bilge, because it's really pouring out now. If it works, I guess. I can out there. Right there. It's wet under here. Did I mention that I need to build a boat shed? I didn't. Well, I need to build a boat shed. Because this is just this. Bilge water in the middle, rainwater on the sides. Just beautiful. Let's get this other copper piece out of here. But that is butt joint on the garboard. That's what butt joint is. No, it's working. You can see the dripping happening more. So those plates on there that I thought were lead, copper. Yeah.
Which is bad, yeah?
No, copper's good. Copper's anti-fouling, right? That's what this red paint is in the hull.
You're not supposed to combine metals, right?
No. It's fine. It wasn't on the keel. It was, see, right, there's a butt joint here, but it's got like a 1/4 inch gap on it. So one was covering that, and the other one was covering a section of the garboard on the other side that was failed.
Sounds like this ship was very publicly fixed at one point.
Well, you know, I saw it when I was working at the boatyard too. It's just, it takes a lot to maintain these wooden ships, and if you're not prepared to do it yourself, the work is really expensive and everybody cuts corners. Which is why I'm a firm believer in, if you're gonna own a wood ship, you better be prepared to be a shipwright. Right, YouTube? You know it. I know it.
You're videotaping. I'm sorry about the screaming in the background.
Hey, Edwin. Say hi to YouTube. Edwin.
I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Oh, poor Eddie. Hi, Pepper. Woof. Arf. Look at this too. This seam compound, quote unquote.
Dude, is that just be coffee?
It's like silicone. You're not supposed to use silicone on boats because it makes the wood phobic of paint and glue. It might not be, but typically seam compound is not stretchy and rubbery like that.
It's not coffee, is it?
Maybe somebody thought it was caulking, like in the bathroom, not cotton. Now, I think this thing was just refitted or refastened and redone on the cheap in the 80s. Nice in here with these incandescent lights on.